Welcome back to On the Timeline. I'm Emma Connelly.
And I'm Samantha Vassallo.
And this is the timeline on Viola Davis.
Viola Davis was born on August 11th, 1965 in St. Matthews, South Carolina.
My grandpa was from St. Matthews, born and raised.
South Carolina legend, really.
She
go
is a
Cough.
South Carolina legend.
Although, despite being born in South Carolina, she was raised in Rhode Island, and her father was a horse groomer, so she grew up a lot dealing with issues with food and not really having enough money. So I think that's something to note. And she attended Rhode Island College for acting and graduated in 1988, and then went to Juilliard.
So, which is so cool.
You know, she's talented, and she graduated there in 1994.
She worked so hard, and honestly, like, before we even get started on this, she's just such an inspiration.
She really is.
I love hearing her speak. I love watching her in film, and she just really inspires me.
Yeah, she's a really, really good actress.
Yeah. Viola Davis's acting career has been really incredible, with her acting debut being in 1996 on Broadway with 7 Guitars, which got her Tony nomination.
Okay.
So that gets us started on her E.G.O.T, which she just collected the 4th one of that, which is really awesome. And in the same year, she actually was in The Substance of Fire, which was her first movie.
Oh, okay.
But most people our age know her mostly from The Help, which is such an iconic movie.
I love that movie so much.
It's so good. She's also done some TV shows with How to Get Away with Murder, which was her Emmy and Oscar nominations.
Mm-hmm. And then she also wrote a book and did an audiobook for that, which got her Grammy in 2022. So
really awesome.
Yeah, really awesome.
So we're going to just walk you through the timeline of her E.G.O.T, and we're going to start with the Emmys so we can go in order of the acronym. She has 5 Emmy nominations, and I'm just going to go through those. So her first Emmy nomination was for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series in 2015. This is the Emmy that she actually won, and it was for her role as Annalise Keating in How to Get Away with Murder, which is a hit TV show. And honestly, her speech for this acceptance made me cry. It's an incredible speech. And I'm going to try to read some of it, but if I start getting emotional, forgive me.
Okay,
I've been practicing this. In my mind, I see a line. And over that line, I see green fields and lovely flowers and beautiful white women with their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there no-how. I can't seem to get over that line. That was Harriet Tubman in the 1800s. And let me tell you something. The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity. You cannot win an Emmy for roles that are simply not there. And she went on to thank the directors and the writers for the movies and TV shows that she's been in that have given her the opportunity to give a role to Black women and to be able to play those roles.
That was really, really beautiful.
It's
I was
really
picturing it in my head.
Yes.
I was like,
you should definitely go watch the video
I will.
after this.
I will.
All of you should go watch the video.
She's a powerful speaker. Like, I feel like her voice is very distinct.
So moving.
Yeah. Now, at 57 years old, to continue down with the E.G.O.T, Viola Davis won her first Grammy this past year for her book Finding Me. She won Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling for her memoir. I haven't read this book, but I really want to after doing some research.
I love memoirs and stuff like that, and so I definitely do want to read it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to purchase it at some point. And the book is basically about young Viola Davis and how she became the person that she is today. In her acceptance speech, she said, quote, "I wrote this book to honor 6-year-old Viola, to honor her life, her joy, her trauma, everything. It has just been such a journey." And then she said, quote, "I just E.G.O.T," which I think is really funny.
I thought that was so iconic of her. So fun.
So iconic. And Jennifer Hudson actually tweeted out to her saying that, quote, "You are absolutely everything. Congratulations to a living legend. Time to celebrate."
I love that. And I think that's really fun because Viola Davis was the first woman to get the Triple Crown. Mm-hmm. But then Jennifer Hudson beat her to the E.G.O.T. So she got her Grammy first. Yeah. But now they both have it.
Now
and that's
they both
really
have
special.
it. And only 17 other people have ever gotten to this point in their career. So it is really extraordinary that she has been able to do this.
For sure. So moving on to the O portion of E.G.O.T. is the Oscars.
Slay.
And Viola Davis has been nominated for 4 Oscars, and she's won one of those Oscars. Her first nomination was for Best Supporting Actress in the film Doubt, but I haven't seen the movie, and I don't know much about it.
Yeah, I've never seen it either, or heard of it, honestly.
We should watch it.
We should.
And then in 2011, she was nominated for Best Actress in The Help, and I personally think she was robbed of this.
Yeah.
I think she should have won.
Good.
She was so good. My favorite line is when she was obviously Aibileen Clark, and she said, "You was kind, you was smart, you was important" to the little girl. And I just think that is so sweet that she was instilling that in her, even though the way her mom treated her was just not good.
That's one of my favorite movies of
such
all time.
a good movie.
Yeah.
But then the one that she won was in 2016. She won it for Best Supporting Actress in the movie Fences, and I haven't seen Fences either.
I haven't seen Fences, but I don't know if you read the Tony part of it. But wait till you hear, everybody. This is coming full circle.
Okay. And then in 2020, she was nominated for Best Actress for Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, which I haven't seen that either.
Never seen that.
We're missing 3 out of 4 of her Oscars. We gotta work on our film buffs.
Yeah. All right, and last for E.G.O.T, we're gonna talk about Tonys, which you mentioned Fences before because she actually won her Tony for Fences.
Oh my gosh.
The play.
The Broadway musical.
She starred in Fences with Denzel Washington, and it opened April 26, 2010.
That is so cool. So they made a movie adaptation of it.
Yes, with the same exact 2 main characters,
too.
I know.
That is so cool.
I read that, and I was like, that's actually really cool that they wanted to carry the same acting over because it was so good on stage, and they probably knew with 2 amazing actors that was going to translate over into...
You know what I've always wished? Is that they would make a Broadway musical version of The Greatest Showman and keep Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron.
Did you see that they're making La La Land a Broadway play? Yeah.
Is Ryan Reynolds gonna be in it? He has to be.
Anyways, Fences is about a movie about Tony, who's a player for the African American League's baseball, who comes home to his wife with a baby that isn't hers, and so she has to try to deal with that and just figure out her life and how she really feels. So it's definitely a powerful story, very emotional, but I definitely have to watch it because I feel like I want to
watch it. Yeah.
Now that it's she won that for the Oscars and the Tonys, now I'm like, I gotta check it out. Gotta check it out.
Overall, I think Viola Davis is just so talented, so insanely talented. I can't get over it.
Yeah, and I think that, in 50 years from now, it'll be her name is still living on, and she's one of those actors who transcends time. And
the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Hollywood Walk of Fame.
She's such a queen.
All of it. So I definitely have to check out Fences, though, now, and a couple of her other movies, too.
Sure.
Yeah. This has been the timeline on Viola Davis.
For SGTV News 4 Entertainment, I'm Emma Connelly.
And I'm Samantha Vassallo. Dancing, walking, real